Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification button so you get notified every time I post a new video. Today I'm going to be answering a question: does virginity guarantee successful marriage? You know, this life, it is good to have the right word. It is good to have the right understanding, because you will just be assuming things and say, God, because I did this, you hold me this, you do this thing for me, you did that, you da, 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 da. And God is like, wait, why did I say that? Like, where? So we're going to be answering the question: does virginity guarantee a successful marriage, or a good marriage, or even maybe a good spouse? You know, of course, it is important that we keep ourselves holy. It is important that we keep ourselves pure. We don't engage in fornication as a single person, adultery as a married person. But then, is there a reward? Is that like a reward for something? So let's talk about marriage. Marriage is not a reward for good behavior. Yes, marriage is not a guarantee for good behavior. There is what you put in your marriage is what you get out of the marriage. And apart from that, marriage also is dependent on your partner. There was something my pastor told me recently, and he said that staying married or having a successful marriage is not dependent on only one party. It takes the two of them, because there are things that I'm sure you would have seen. There are things that some people do in their marriages, and their spouse is cool with it. Like, it's not a big deal, it's not an issue. But somebody will do the exact same thing, and all hell will break loose, and person is like, why are you overreacting? Say, no, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. Before you know it, bam, say irreconcilable differences. Because the success of a marriage is not dependent on only you. So the choice of your spouse is important, and also as you are growing, it is important that your spouse is also growing, because you can grow to a level and the spouse is like, you've grown past me, I'm no more interested. And the person just, you know what, I've checked out of this marriage, and things like that. So virginity doesn't guarantee a successful marriage. That is the long and short of it. It's not a test to say, because marriage is not just about sex. Yes, marriage is not just about sex. There are other ingredients that make up a good marriage. There are other things you need to do. There is the work you need to put into marriage. So if you just come and say, I'm a virgin, therefore God, you must make my marriage work. God no send you, now you send yourself that one. I mean, God no promise you, now you promise yourself that one, and or yes, your case. So of course, so you now then ask, how can I ensure that I have a good marriage? So one of the things, especially if you are still single, one of the things you can begin to do now is speak words over your marriage. First, you need to renew your mind on what marriage is, what your marriage is, what is going to be the purpose of your marriage. Because we understand that marriage is not just, oh, I'm getting married for getting married sake. No, there has to be a purpose for the marriage. As a believer, as a Christian, your marriage has to fulfill God's purpose. So you need to understand also, what's God's purpose for my marriage. Then you begin to renew your mind concerning that. Renew your mind about what my marriage is supposed to be. The Bible says that husbands love your wife as Christ loved the church. And then it says that wives should see that they respect their husband. Wives should see that they submit to their own husbands. So we have to start renewing your mind over concerning that. And now you need to begin to speak words concerning your marriage. For example, what kind of marriage are you going to have? Oh, you can start speaking words like, oh, my marriage is going to fulfill God's purpose on earth. My marriage is not going to deviate me. It's not going to make me lose focus. My marriage is going to be a strong partnership between me and my husband. We are all about our Father's business. We are all about doing the Father's work. Our marriage is a good example. It reflects the love of Christ. It reflects the love that Christ has for the church. You understand, there is no room for the devil in my marriage. There is no room for adultery in my marriage. There is no room for lies, for deception in my marriage, and things like that. You begin to renew your mind concerning money, because money is a very important part of marriage. Yeah. So concerning money, concerning the different aspects of your life in marriage. So marriage doesn't quench my ambition. For example, marriage doesn't limit me. In fact, I'm able to do more, because because I am now married. I'm able to focus more. I'm able to accomplish more because I am now married, and things like that. So you begin to speak words concerning the type of things that you want to see in your marriage, and concerning the type of man that you want to marry, or the type of woman that you want to marry. I hope that this has been a blessing to you, and you're going to begin to take intentional steps concerning the type of marriage that you want, so that you ensure that you are not one of those statistics, and not just being one of those statistics, because you can be married and not be in a good marriage or being in a happy marriage, but being married, staying married, and also enjoying the marriage and fulfilling God's purpose in that marriage. You understand? Fulfilling God's purpose for your life. So yes, if you've not subscribed, I know you probably are waiting till the end for you to subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell notification button so you get notified every time I post a new video, and then give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and I'll see you in another video.